gets set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. Throwing, Shuck. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, here's Camaro. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Check go.
Again, it's Camara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. That's Olave bringing in another one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Camara. And barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. PAT, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, 55 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shuck now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, timing is everything. On a route like this, he tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
To the air with McCarthy. Now they'll tuck this and run. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jones will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. Throwing is McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is nothing but daylight ahead. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had a goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next the score is Saints.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw McCarthy. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Viking 18. Go.
They'll go play action with Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Evades him at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Brandon, you know more about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check out.
Now Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Now the try here for the pulling after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because The entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Here's McCarthy. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's a gain of 23.
Now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 41, this is second and a yard.
At the 41.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Most like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. To throw is Shuck. This one complete. It's Devon Valen. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
22 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now come the Vikings and have it first on offense as we begin the third. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Vikings.
Up the middle, Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multi-dimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Third down, here's Mason. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
McCarthy going to sneak it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They go play action here with Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Able to pull off the hurdle. Not a ton there on the back end, but a nice move and a good gain.
A gain of 9.
From the 38 now. Here's second down at a yard.
38-yard line.
Cougar 19.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Able to fight through one tackle. Still fighting. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play action, Shuck. Busting free at the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Viking 18.
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His second touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 21-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. McCarthy. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Addison will go in motion left.
They'll go with Jones. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was taken down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down, and it's Kamara again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They run it again with Kamara. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Set. 19, Tiger, 9.
To throw now, Shock. He'll try to do it himself. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Kamara up the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Set it. Viking 18.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Good gain there on first down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Coming with all their friends and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick, get it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, this is Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.